breakfast and burritos? Yes? Well, we have amazing food coming the rest of the day, and that's not even the best part of the day. This is the 9th year that we've been doing this with the Ray Foundation, having this retreat for kids your age. Raise your hand if you've been here before. I want to know how many of you have been here before to the retreat. Okay, and how many of you is this your first time? Wow, I love that. I love that. We have the La Pizza Middle School ASB Director, Dr. Vera Ortega Fuente, to come and talk to you.
Okay, so I want to quickly just tell you a little bit about myself. I am born and raised in the Coachella Valley, so I am one of you. Went to schools out here, Kennedy, Hoover, Jefferson, and Indio High School, and taught a lot of different schools out here. And I want to remind you that life gets hard, right? How many of you get stressed out? Raise your hands. How many of you get stressed out because of your classes? How many of you get stressed out because of your friends and arguments? How many of you get stressed out because of somebody you might like? Yeah, 8th graders. How many of you get stressed out because of your parents? Right? So listen up. Yo. So with that, we have a lot of things that stress us out. And we're not up here saying that we know everything, but we've been there. We've gone through life. A lot of us that you're going to hear today, we've been through things. And life gets hard sometimes. But you have to pick yourself up. You have to keep going. And I love the name of this retreat because I think of the word ray as like a ray of light. And there are people that in my life that have been a ray of hope for me so that I can get back up and I can keep going. And I want to remind you that no matter what you go through in life, you can get back up. And not to get too into detail, but I've not had the easiest life. I've struggled in life. There was a point when I was married and my husband decided he didn't want to be with me anymore. And he left, but I thought that was the worst thing I would ever go through. And then a year and a half later, it was like out of a movie. At 2:30 in the morning, I was asleep, and there's a knock on my door, and there's a coroner at my door, and they asked me, "Are you the mother of John Meadows?" And at that point, I said yes, and then they let me know that my son had been killed today. And I remember I was teaching at Desert Ridge Academy at the time. And I remember I took some time off of work and came back. And I will tell you, one of the main reasons I was able to get back to my life and get back to work, it was my students that were around me. My first day back, they had a poster waiting for me at the gate that said, "Welcome home." And I want to remind you, there are moments literally where I'm on the floor in my bathroom and I'm crying and I don't think I can go on. Because it is so hard. And one day when you're a parent, you will understand that fear. But I also know that every time I am down, I wipe my tears, I get back up, and I'm going to go out and make a difference in this world. And so no matter what you go through in life, and there are moments where you are going to struggle. But I need you to know that you can get back up, you can wipe your tears, and you can keep going. When I was in high school, I told my high school counselor that I was going to become a teacher and go to college. My high school counselor doubted me. He said, "Going to college and becoming a teacher will be too hard for someone like you." And I believed him, and I went home that day and thought, I'm not going to college, I'm never going to be a teacher. But then my mom reminded me of who I am and what I was capable of. And so I ended up going to college. I have 4 degrees, including my doctorate from USC. I've been teaching for 22 years. Yeah, thank you. I share this with you because there are going to be people in your life that doubt who you are. They're going to tell you who you can be and what you're supposed to become. And what I want you to do is when those people tell you that, I want you to think of 3 things. I want you to think of I can. Say that with me, I can. I want you to think of I will. Say it, I will. And I want you to say, imagine if that teacher, that counselor had told me that you'll never do that I could have come back and I said, watch me. Right? So I want you to say, watch me. Repeat after me, I can. I will. Watch me. Again, even louder, con ganas. I can. I will. Watch me. So as I leave you today, I just want you to remember that there are going to be moments that make you feel like you can't get back up. There are going to be people that tell you that you can't do it, and you need to say, watch me, because you better believe every step of the way I've proven that man wrong. And the last thing, when we think of the title of today's retreat, Ray of Hope, understand that you can be that person for someone else. Look around the room right now. Everybody be really quiet, just look around the room. Look at the people at your table, look at the people at the other tables. We don't know what that person's going through. We don't know. I remember when I was in high school, we were getting kicked out of our house. But all the kids saw me was as a cheerleader and ASB president. Nobody knew the struggles that we were going through. And so what I ask is show the respect for people around you, lift people up, because we need that ray of hope in ourselves, but we can also be that ray of hope for other people. So go out, make new friends today, and be that ray of hope for others. Thank you.
Do you have any advice about this subject that you can pass on to the middle schoolers moving into high school?
That's great. So how many of you guys feel like you've ever been bullied? It's not a good feeling, right? You guys, right? So I think in order to combat bullying, we should work together, and a lot of the kids that are bullying you are just reflecting their own issues back onto, like, outside. So maybe they're dealing with something at their house. And to look at them as like antagonistic, it's true, but they are also the life, and you have to understand that they might not be in a good situation. So I think the best thing to do is if you're getting bullied, ask for help. But if you are bullying someone, maybe try and ask someone, like, I'm bullying someone, like, I don't know what to do, I'm like releasing my anger. Talk to maybe the schools have options to talk to that.
What I was gonna focus on is social media. How many of you have been on do you all have social media in here? I feel like everybody does nowadays, which is rough because especially at your guys' age, with social media, it is so easy for people to cyberbully or leave mean comments or just, completely mock other people. But the thing I want to say is that you don't have to be on social media. A lot of the times people are experiencing these things, but you can delete the app, you can choose to walk away from it, and you can choose to keep your peace, You don't have to just stay on there and keep, looking at everything. I think as you get older too, it's important to know when you need to walk away from your phone or when you need to get off social media. To this day, sometimes I'll have a month where I just delete Instagram because I feel like it's not benefiting me. If it's not benefiting you, don't keep it in your life because it's not gonna help you. It's just gonna make you feel worse. Exactly. It's just another stressor that you don't need. You gotta worry about what's best for you and your peace, your sanity,
How do you feel?
I can't believe it. I mean, I hear you say those words out loud, it's funny. I see the signage, 9th annual, and then when I hear someone say it just is remarkable to think we started this almost a decade ago, and it was, hard to get kids to attend, and now it's just through the roofs, and we have so many people wanting to be here, and that just warms my heart because that means kids hear about it and feel the change that they experience after coming here, and they are impacted by the day. So I just feel so proud of our team that it's been almost a decade. Thank you for asking.
How many times do you do it a year?
So normally we have once a year. This is the first year that we've ever had 2 in a school year. So we had one in the fall of 2022. Now we're having this one in the spring of 2023. And then we will start the 2023 school year, which is this fall. And we'll have one in the fall and then probably again in the spring. Yeah, so now we're having 2 in 1 year, which is just remarkable.
Is that even more exciting?
It is, just knowing that we can serve kids year round, right? We obviously started the foundation with having 1 retreat a year. Now we're having 2. Also, something new that we've implemented are those monthly virtual mentorship classes we have, where kids learn about the same social and emotional skills, the same topics they learn here at the retreat, but we're getting to serve them every single month. So just getting able to be of service to these kids year round was what I've always dreamed, honestly, when I started the foundation. And I can't believe we're finally there.
How many students did you guys receive this year?
We had 400 plus kids register, so this was just amazing. Again, just literally, I think I woke up, I went to sleep to some emails of parents saying, can I register my kids? And I woke up to emails saying, we have 2 more kids that, last minute want to attend. So we have had just unprecedented demand. Yeah, more than 400 kids registered.
So it's not just students around the Coachella Valley, but it's even expanded that they come over here to the event?
Yeah, it's all the desert cities, but that's going as far out as Banning, Beaumont, and then as far east as, Thermal, Mecca. So all the desert cities are represented, and really the entire Coachella Valley, east to west. We've had kids in the past come from LA as well. We obviously predominantly serve the Coachella Valley, and that's where a lot of the kids come from, but every desert city, so many schools, and they've made them field trips as well. It's beautiful to see the growth, honestly.
How long do you hope to do this?
Forever.
Forever. Well, you don't do just the Array of Hope retreat, you do other things, and what are those?
Yeah, the foundation has monthly virtual classes for teens. So this is 1 day a year, well, 2 now because we have it happening twice a year, but we have virtual classes that happen every single month. Topics ranging from how to boost your self-esteem, how to study for your finals tests, how to fill out financial aid for college, all those different kinds of things, how to, business money 101, right? How to learn all of that. So those happen every month. And then also we have adoption events. We bring together all the local animal shelters and have adoption events to really try to get these animals out of homes. Obviously, the Rave Hope Retreat is what our foundation grew into being. That is our signature program. But at the end of the day, it started with animals. So I love always getting to still help the animals, the shelter dogs.
Is there any other cause you would like to do?
Children and animals, that's my passion. That's what I want to continue working with and who I want to continue trying to help.
And how many students have you connected with throughout this year?
Thousands. We've had more than 4,000 kids attend the retreat over the years. And then you add to that the monthly virtual classes, right, of what they're doing. I'd say it's well over 5,000 kids who have been impacted by the Bianca Ray Foundation.
And what's one message you would like the students to leave with today?
To love yourself as you are. I think self-love is the biggest bullying deterrent. And the more we love ourselves, the less hurtful we are to other people, and the more you love yourself, the less other people's hurtful words can impact you. And I just want kids to understand that they're just lovely and perfect the way that the universe created them. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I'm recording at the same time. Okay.
All right.
Are we ready?
Oh wait, we need some behind the scenes footage. Who could take some cellular video?
Daka, photos? Okay. Ready? We're good, Amanda? Can you hear us? Yeah. Okay. Thank you for this exclusive interview.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Yay! You're so good. You're
Thank
so
you.
good. Okay.
Thank you again.
Thank you guys. You're so stinking sweet.
I want to see you again.
And we're live here at the
Yeah.
Foundation. I'm here with the herself.
Oh gosh, so good to be here. And weird being on the other side of the microphone. I'm usually the one doing the interviews, right? So I'm a news anchor in Los Angeles. I anchor the evening news for Spectrum News.
You got the camera? This one. Yes.
So is it recording already? Anthony? Here, take this.
Where did the battery? Oh.
It's right there.
Can I borrow that camera? No, we need to put it on the tripod. Here, excuse me? Disrespect.
I'm just kidding. Do my job, so.
Okay.